a GuttedJester here, and check it out. Ended up going with some what was it, 188s and 185s. I only used two different lengths on this, and the distribution of those, I can think of a couple ways to do it. I just tried to switch it up a little bit. You know, I had a little bit of a system going. You don't want one side to be 188s, the other side to be 186s. Try and mix them as much as you can. Exactly how to do that. Mess around with it. Not too important though. What I want to speak about now is that yeah, I probably didn't have to lace the whole thing. Didn't take me too long, 10-15 minutes to get this far. Don't have anything really torqued down. They're really all just set in the rim, okay? And sometimes you're gonna be able to tell. It's really just an experience thing, but sometimes you're gonna be able to tell if the spokes are gonna be way too short or if they're gonna be way too long. But you know what? I didn't get to any problems like that, and you know, wheel. Let me do this one hand. Actually looks pretty good. Okay. Now, like I said, I don't have anything torqued down, and I have done plenty of wheels in the past. I'll show you guys that one more time. Have done plenty of wheels in the past where, yeah, you got spokes sticking out like this, where the nipples are sticking out, and the spokes are too long. But you know what? This isn't really too bad. I don't really have a system to go by, but you know what? Looking at it, if you torque that nipple down to where you can't see any more threads, and it's about there, that's pretty good. You know, you don't want it above, you don't want this nipple to be above this rim line. And you know, there's tons of different rims out there, tons of different designs. You'll know if it's too long, you'll know, or try it. And if you keep getting pinch flats, it's too long of a spoke. Trial and error, guys. That's what this is all about. You know, you're trying to save some bucks. Like I said, where I'm at now, I feel pretty confident that these spokes are going to be really good for this rim. This was the first try. Sometimes you do get lucky. Kind of helps a lot to have just straight spokes, and you could just twist them like this. And you can see if they're fucked. Yeah. You know, in terms of how to actually lace it, I'll speak of that real quick. Try and go over that. And like I said, you want to look for those grooves. You know, I picked the deepest ones, and basically I do one flange first and then the other flange. A lot of different ways to do it. I'll post some links on the blog to some spots that I actually learned how to do it. A lot of it is just like a wall of text, so I'll make a video, or I can answer questions if you guys want to email me, or you know, call up, whatever. But basically I do all the inbounds. You go take it inbound, anything that you see the head on right here, this right here, inbound. Okay, take it inbound, go in. This is a cross-laced rim, so this flange goes to this side of the rim, not this side. Okay, do the inbound, skip 3, do another inbound. Okay, kind of tough to see here, but these two are inbounds. You skip 3, 2 for the other side, and 1 for the outbound on this side. Alright. Then the outbounds, you go in the other direction, right? The inbounds go left, outbounds go right. And the outbounds for a BMX wheel like this, 20-inch rim, you know, 36 hole, you're going over, under. Okay, 3x. So see right here, this is a cross. This is another cross. This is another cross, right? 3x. Over, under. To get that tension, you have to go under, right? Do it again with the next outbound, right? And then I think the hardest part is just to find where to put your first inbound on the other side of the flange, and you basically just try and match up the angle on the other flange. I try and get as close as I can. Let's see here. I try and get the outbound as close as I can to the head of the spoke next to it, but you don't want to overlap it. And you could usually tell. You may have to do that a couple times, but once you get the hang of it, that's something that you'll learn, and you won't really forget, just like how to ride a bike. Now, another thing I want to speak of is rim strips. If you do this and you have spokes popping out the side, popping out of these nipples, not really much you could do. I've tried to use pieces of tire, tube, everything in the books, even grind them down. Not too much you could do. Make sure you don't see any spokes popping out of the back of the nipple. And in terms of rim strips, if you don't have any, if you don't have this plastic type, you could use like a cloth, which is common for 700 rims, or mountain bikes, stuff like that. Or you could use duct tape. This is just orange duct tape. You could use electrical. Electrical works pretty good, if not a little better. But the thing is about tape is it's a complete bitch to get off. So what you could do is you don't put the adhesive side on the rim, put that side up, and then just do 2 layers of tapes, and you could easily get it off. But rim strips are pretty cheap. Go support your local, you guys. So basically what I'm going to do now is make sure that this wheel gets dished proper, because right now it's not. I'm going to throw it on the stand, make sure it gets dished proper, try and true this up, and check you guys out in part 4.